What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com. Back again with the NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Tuesday, April 4th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman, and then sign up for the lineup generator. Link in the description. 50% off your first week. It's going to cost you less than $5. We handle all the creation for you. Then we present the lineups that we think are still good. We get rid of all the ones that we don't think are any good. You can build balanced lineups, contrarian lineups, chalky lineups, lock a player, swap players, export up to 20 via CSV, and it's all going to cost you less than $5 for your first week. Now, we're going to round out the bottom of my top 10 with Corey Kispert, Trey Jones, DeLon Wright, Julian Champagnie, and Kevin Knox. Yeah, it's going to be one of those slates for today. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5 is going to be Johnny Davis. He's shooting guard only, 4,200, projected for 22. The goal is 34. He's in the optimal lineup 15% of the time. He appears to be starting now for this Wizards team that's missing Kuzma and Beal and Porzingis and Morris and probably more guys that I can't think of. 29 minutes for Johnny Davis. He's a 0.75 guy. This is a terrible, terrible situation, but he probably plays in a blowout, and it is a pace-up spot against Milwaukee. 12 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, and maybe a stock for Davis. Here's the real deal. There's no, insane value out there. We're seeing a lot of guys in this low 4K range, and that's how we're getting to be able to pay up to the 8s and 9s. And right now, Johnny Davis is one of those better options. It doesn't feel good to say that. In at number 4, we've got Svi Mykhailiuk. He's shooting guard eligible, 5,400, projected for 28. The goal is 40. He's in the optimal lineup 15% of the time. Playing 32 minutes a night or so for this Hornets team that's without everybody that matters. LaMelo, Rozier, Oubre, Hayward, PJ Washington. We're just naming everybody that has a pulse here for Charlotte. He's a 0.85 fantasy point per minute guy. The scoring will be there. 16 points, 3.5 boards, close to 3.5 assists, maybe a steal. It's a pace down spot against Toronto. But again, the Hornets are pretty limited in terms of bodies for today. Svi's going to be out there for a bunch of minutes. At number 3, we've got KILLIAN Hayes, point guard eligible, 6K, projected for 30, goals 43, optimal lineup 15% of the time. Not the best pace spot here. They are going to lose 3.7 possessions below their average, but KILLIAN Hayes should play 30 to 32 minutes in a competitive matchup. They're thin on bodies, obviously. 0.95 fantasy points per minute. He's a lot cheaper than Jaden Ivey, and I don't think those guys should be separated by all that much. 13 points, 6.5 assists, 4 boards, and 2 stocks for Hayes. You just need this one to stay competitive. There are multiple games that are 10+ lines. You can expect one of those underdogs to just win outright. If that happens to be the Pistons, you're going to be pretty happy you had KILLIAN Hayes. In at number 2, another guy at the 15% mark. That's SKYLAR Mays. I hate talking about this. Shooting guard eligible, 5K, projected for 26, goals 38, optimal lineup 15% of the time. There's no telling who's playing for Portland right now. They've got 9 active bodies, maybe 10, but they've got 5 Q tags. So I assume we're going to get SKYLAR Mays starting again, playing 30 minutes. Around 0.9 fantasy points per minute in a pace-up spot against Memphis. 12.6 boards, 12 points, 6 assists, 3.5 boards, and a steal. They're 18-point underdogs in this game. It's an absolute farce of a basketball game. But they were also 18-point dogs against Minnesota and beat them outright. Pay close attention to who's starting. I assume SKYLAR Mays is one of those starters, at which point he looks pretty good for 5K. Before we hit that number 1 contender, one last reminder to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, follow me on Twitter, and sign up for the lineup generator. You see it on the screen. Scan the QR code. Click the link in the description. Less than $5 for your first week. My number 1 contender for today, assuming he starts, is going to be Mark Williams. Center eligible, 5,700, projected for 34. The goal is 41, optimal lineup 18% of the time. I gave him 28 minutes. I assume Nick Richards plays the other 20. He's a 1.2 fantasy point per minute guy, and in theory, could play upwards of 32 to 34 minutes if this breaks correctly. He's actually good. 14 points, 11 boards, an assist, and 2 stocks for Williams. You only have to take one center for today, and there are pay-up options. Jokic is here, Embiid is here, Giannis is here, technically speaking, although not a center. I don't know why I mentioned Giannis. Doesn't matter. You guys get the point. Mark Williams is the best combination of upside and price that you're going to find, at least as of this moment, and that's why he's my number one contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Tuesday, April 4th. The DraftKings version is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We are back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.